from beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hi everyone, Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
All right.
Here's Tua. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, get set.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. That touchdown certainly a welcome sight. Remember, they were shut out last week. They talked to us about getting early momentum. Well, here you go in the opening quarter.
Got to rebuild confidence, because when you get shut out, I don't care how strong you are mentally, you've got to take a step back and say, okay, what just happened here? Because nothing that we were doing worked well enough to get into the end zone, and that's a nice confidence-building drive, one that puts it in the end zone to give them an opportunity.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The numbers for him from a week ago: 11 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got to stop CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And getting this just shy of midfield, they spotted at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Stuffing him behind the line there, that's Deion Henley. Really nice play. The Dolphins hit a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Tua going to give this to Wright. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Deion Henley there on the tackle. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass charge.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for it in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Deion Henley. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 15. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Dolphins offense returning to the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready, shot.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 46-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Now he's going to step up and run. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
A give up the middle to right. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Wright on the ground. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. This is caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 26 yards. And the Dolphins are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point try now for Patterson. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Possession switching back now to the Chargers. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern, because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Out of the shotgun. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line.
15 yards.
15 yards there on the catch and run.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the Dolphins' 36-yard line.
And Johnston sent in motion. Herbert now finds Johnston. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
From the 25, here's a second and 7. Back to throw here, Herbert. Open man right side, that's McConkey. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
It's a gain of 8. And the Chargers first down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Chargers.
They'll work inside here, Hampton. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
At the 16-yard line.
This is second and 8.
It's second and 8.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Call it a gain of a yard. Third and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Herbert. On the out route, he finds Johnston. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
Cameron Dicker on for the Chargers field goal.
And his kick here is good.
Is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week, solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again. Tua going to throw. That's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. Short completion, just 4 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. L.A. readies for its next possession. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Complete to Johnston here. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Let's go.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Chargers
on 1st down, it's Hampton. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
A gain of 15. 1st down.
Harris running straight ahead. And he's got a 1st down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Up the middle, it's Hampton. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Herbert setting up the screen. Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Let's go.
Slot man moves right. Now it's Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Tyler Higbee. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
That's good for a Dolphins 1st down.
Go ahead.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua. And his throw here's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Here's Tua. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They complete it to Hill. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
3rd and 3.
All right.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Week 6 is here, starting to get a little bit of a sense who the contenders are and who the pretenders are. Let's hop in. Our trip around the NFL starts now. At Lambeau Field in Green Bay, the Packers at home to take on the Bengals. And this is the Green Bay defense coming up with a play. They pick off Joe Burrow, and this one's going back the other way. All the way. Touchdown. The Packers get the W by 2 touchdowns. From there, we go to Indianapolis. We'll check in on the Colts as they play host to the Arizona Cardinals. And this is Kyler Murray. He gets this one complete, 6-yard touchdown pass. The Cardinals get back to 500. They even their mark at 3-3. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy, the New Orleans Saints hosting the New England Patriots. And it's Antonio Gibson. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Pats find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. With that, a look at the rest of the scores from Week 6 with Houston and Minnesota, the 2 teams on the bye. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. A beautiful fake. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Give here to Hampton. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks.
A loss of 6 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Little short pass here to Hill. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now Achane on first and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Achane. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He had a minimal gain on first down. Now they stop him for no gain. What do you think, going in a different direction on 3rd down?
Could very well be. I'll guarantee he's asking for the ball 3rd time to try and make up for the first 2. But his QB might very well say, well, my man, maybe next series. Let's try someone else on this play.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Achane gets it from the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Tua going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff as he'll drop to throw it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun, it's Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back to the ground, Achane. Only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Results in a 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Hampton. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Give him another one right back to Allen.
Herbert's pass. Complete to Keenan Allen. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Herbert now. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Again, Herbert. And he is caught. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 32-yard line. Quick throw here to Johnston. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
At the Dolphins' 23-yard line.
Herbert off of play action. Throwing left side, it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Herbert back to the air. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 23. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
44. Ready. All right, go. Ready.
Tua sets up to pass it. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 9.
At the 50-yard line.
On play action, here's Tua. And he rifles one incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. From midfield, here's Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Hey, get set. Big team.
Now Tua. And that's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Nick Westbrook-Ikhine, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
24, Chargers 10.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First down.
After the run, now Herbert to throw. Short throw, it's Higbee. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
To the left side, he's got McConkey. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done.
Touchdown, LA! Najee Harris, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Chargers 17.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Miami set to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
4 yards.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll work down inside the 45.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
Ready. Ready, 2.
Looking to pass. Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And able to get this to the 31. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Ready, set. Ready, set.
Here's a toss left for Achane. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Tua going to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Patterson's kick is good. And the Dolphins will add onto their lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow give the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Open man right side. That's McConkey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Right side, he has Johnston. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
24 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Now Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
That's another Chargers first down.
Throwing Herbert. That is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Lad McConkey from 19 yards away. And the Chargers are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. That's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't
2
lie.
yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And they will take a knee here.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all